Hello, viewers, and welcome once again to the Woke Africa Show. Today is promising to be amazing. We're going to have a wonderful time. We're treating, bridging the business gap between the diaspora and Africa. We're also dealing with, like the challenges, the realities on the ground, coming back to the continent and establishing your business, establishing your connections and your networks, today is going to be awesome, and I hope everyone is prepared and ready. We're going to be having, you know, three very important segments. So we're going to be treating, the importance of business in in Africa as a diasporan. When you're coming to Africa, what are you doing? Okay, are you coming to look for a job? Because about 79% of the population are self-employed. So it's not like business is waiting for you. Or let's say a job is waiting for you. So how are you preparing to come to the continent, and how are you, going to establish yourself once you get here? We would also be talking about, Black Wall Street and the successes they chalked, and the kind of, setbacks that they experienced, and the kind of, racism that they were met with, and how the whole, Black Wall Street was toppled within a twinkle of an eye. So we're going to assess some of all of these things to know how we should do it right this time, how we should get this right this time. Okay, so we are the icing on the cake. So we're going to be inviting local businesses. We're going to have local businesses join us, and when they join us, they're going to be talking about their businesses, how they started, the struggles they have endured, and the successes that they have also chopped. They're going to talk about, um, you know, do they have the prospect of partnership in business, or if they do or not, so that our brothers and sisters in the diaspora can have an idea what the business environment is in Ghana. So we're waiting for our panelists to come in, but in the meantime, so we say that hi, welcome, Enije Life's Lover. It's really good to see you, sis. Welcome, and I hope everything goes as planned. I'm still waiting for my co-host. I'm waiting for my page manager. I'm waiting for everybody. So as we go, I just want to introduce to you. Okay, so I think our co-host is in the house. Gloria, it says your devices are not connected. So I think you may want to connect your earpiece or something to your laptop. Yeah. So please connect your earpiece to your laptop and come in. Yes. Hi. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Woke Africa Show. Today is going to be amazing. So we're still waiting. I see that Gloria is at the backstage, but Gloria, you have to connect your earpiece, or you have to connect your earpiece to be able to be connected. So I'm still waiting. Please connect your microphone or your earpiece so we can add you. Yeah, so welcome to the Woke Africa Show. I'm just gonna send this link to my panelist, and then we take it from there. Okay. All right. So, Gloria, can you call back? Can you call in again if you call in? Iman, can you solve the situation with Gloria so we can start the show? We're still waiting for Sister Ya to join us. We're going to have some powerhouses coming. So, guys, let's go. Let's not keep people waiting. Peace. Judy Jones, welcome. Welcome to the Woke Africa show. Yes. Today is going to be amazing. So let's just, our panelist, I think our panelist is having a little bit of trouble joining us. So give me 1 second. I'll have to assist her and get us through. Okay, 1 moment, please. Hi, Tony. Hi, Tony. Can you please inform Gloria that she has to connect her earpiece? She has to connect her earpiece. She has to connect her earpiece to be able to talk to us. So, please kindly get that information to her. Okay, yeah, click the link and then please click the link and then come to the chat show. I've put the link to call from on the chat show, so please come and click there. I'm sorry, guys, my panelists are finding it a bit difficult to join us. So yes, please. The Black Travelista, you can call in. You can call in via the link on your screen. I've just on the chat. I've just posted a link. This one. Please click it, and when you call, it will bring you straight to the show. Please click it. It will bring you straight to the show. Okay. Okay, so all right, guys. I have put the link in the chat, so you can definitely click the link. This one is in the chat. So when you click it, it will lead you straight to behind the scenes, and I will put you on. So guys, yes, click the link and let's go. Today we're hot, we're on fire. Let's just put good information out there so our viewers can enjoy the benefits of our conversation. Please click this link. If you see the link on my page, it's for our panelists to click it and join us. So please click and join us. Please click the link in the chat, guys. Please click the link in the chat. Hello? Hello.
At last.
Hello. Hi. Hi, Naomi. How are you doing? and welcome to the Woke Africa show. And welcome to the Woke Africa show.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, do you hear the feedback? I think there's feedback. Oh,
Feedback as well.
is that my you hear the feedback? I think there's feedback. Oh, is that my you hear the feedback? I think there's feedback. Oh, I don't know if it's on the ground. Can you check? Guys, can you hear it? Is there feedback? Yes, yes. Can you check? Guys, can you hear it? Is there feedback?
I can hear you.
Yes, yes. Guys, can you hear it? Is there feedback?
I can hear you.
Can you hear us? There's okay. Maybe it's mine. I don't know if it's mine. Guys, can you hear feedback? Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Welcome once again to the Woke Africa Show. Guys, we'd like to apologize for the slight technical difficulties in hearing, and I hope you're good today. Before we start the show, I would like to say a warm welcome to everybody, and I would like to say a big thank you to our subscribers. Guys, you are making this channel a success, and I am grateful. I would also like to thank our Patreons, okay? All of you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Because of you, we are supported. And thank you so much. We really do appreciate you so much. Now, as I've already said, today is about business, it's about trade, it's about connecting with the diaspora. So as we wait for Gloria to join us and other panelists to join us, let's welcome Naomi to the show. Hi, Naomi. Welcome to the Woke Africa Show. Hi, Naomi. Can you hear me? Hello, Naomi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you twice.
Hello, Naomi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So, Naomi, please tell us a bit about yourself.
Hello, Naomi. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So, Naomi, please tell us a bit about yourself.
Hello, Naomi. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Naomi, please tell us a bit about yourself.
Sorry, I can hear constant feedback.
Naomi, please tell us a bit about yourself.
Sorry, I can hear constant feedback.
Hello.
Can you hear the feedback?
Oh, the network.
Can you hear the feedback?
Oh, the network.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hello, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, okay. So I must apologize again about the feedback. I don't know why, where this is coming from, but I'm sure we can all try and switch off any other gadgets around us to help prevent the feedback from coming. So can we all try and switch off other gadgets? I don't know how the feedback is coming.
It's okay, so bad.
Yeah. Okay, so Gloria is having technical difficulties joining us. So let's proceed. Is the feedback okay? Hello? Okay. So welcome to the show, David. David, can you hear me? Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. David, can you hear me? Hello, David. Can you hear me?
Your line is breaking. Yes, I can hear you, but it looks like your line is breaking a little bit. But I can hear you now.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you clear.
Okay, great. So welcome, guys. And I really must apologize for how the network has behaved today. It hasn't been on point today, but Sister Naomi, the travelista, tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself and introduce yourselves to us.
I'm Naomi. Well, my name's Naomi. I call myself a Black Travelista. Who am I? I'm a British-born lady, born and bred in Birmingham, England. A couple of years ago, I'm of Jamaican heritage, but a couple of years ago, I decided I wanted to leave the West and return home, back to Africa. And the place I decided to go to was Ghana. So over the last couple of years, I've been planning to go to Ghana. I moved to Ghana last year, well, 2018 to December 2018, and then I returned last year because I made a plan, but the plan wasn't solid enough. So I came back and I reevaluated my plan. And once the borders are open, I'll be returning.
Wow, this is awesome. This is awesome. So, how long did you live in Ghana?
So I was there for about 5 to 6 months.
Okay, and what would you say the business climate or the business environment is like in Ghana?
Well, I've just done a new YouTube video where I want to be talking about this, which will be out tomorrow. But what I explained in that is basically when I first went out to Ghana, I'm an interior designer. So in England, I work in residential housing, social housing, and I'm also a qualified interior designer. So my plan was to go over to Ghana and do my interior design. So once I got there, I realised that business in Ghana is a lot slower than business how it's done in England. So I went out to loads of places, to do business, and people want your services, but it was a much longer process kind of thing, and as easy as I thought it would be. But I think that was because I went in there kind of coming from the West with that sort of mindset. And once I got there, I realised it's a lot different. So it's for me to kind of, step back and kind of understand the way that business is done in Ghana. And even as a foreigner, it's not just that easy to go up there and do business. If you're not a resident of Ghana, you can't just do business without having a certain amount of money to kind of to put into the system before you can do business, unless you're going to do it with a Ghanaian. So I realised there's loads of kind of loopholes when it comes to doing business. It's not just, you can't just go there and say, okay, then I'm a British citizen or anything, and I want to just go and do business in Ghana.
Wow. So what were some of the challenges that you experienced?
It was obviously, in being British, it's a culture shock. So things, like I said before, done a lot differently. So you have to kind of, what I realised, you have to kind of build the knowledge from yourself before going there, trying to find out how business is done in Ghana and learning different, because there's loads of different barriers. Like I said, not, if you haven't got any sort of permit or you're not a resident of Ghana, you can't just go there and do business like that unless you've got a Ghanaian business partner who will go in as the main business owner. So for me, it was it wasn't as easy as I thought, and I had to go back and kind of reevaluate my plan.
Wow. So okay, have you been able to overcome these hurdles, or what plans do you have? What have you learned, and what do you want to implement that will make things a lot more smoother for you when you try again?
What I did is when I came back, I changed my kind of business I want to do. So what I realized is that I want to do business that is going to help the Ghanaians. So I think that if you're doing something that's more based on building of Ghana rather than, obviously you want to be in business for profit, but I was thinking of a more commercial based business. But now when I go back, I want to look at more where I'm going to do something like that that's going to help the people of Ghana as well as myself.
Yeah. Wow. That is incredible to have this kind of mindset, because when you go and you experience what it is to do business on the ground, then it gives you a different perspective. It gives you an understanding of what the environment is. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Gloria. Hey, Gloria. Gloria is
hi.
Gloria is co-hosting the show today. So thank you very much. Today
You're welcome.
It's her first time today, so I'm sure she is going to, hold the bull by the horn. So
I will try.
Yes. Isn't that what we all do? Try.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So yes. So welcome again, and welcome David. To the show. So I just want to ask Naomi again. Okay, so why do you think that it's important for the diaspora to have, to do business in Africa when, to do business in Africa? Do you think this is so significant for us to do business in Africa or within the global Black community?
I think it's important because it's about reconnecting. So obviously the people of the diaspora have been taken away from Africa, and there is a kind of a disconnect. So I believe that us coming together and working together, letting people who are native to Ghana know that, it's about coming back together, and we can bring our skills from the West that we've learned, and also their skills that they've got on the continent, and bring it together and make something great. And I think that's what it's about. I think it's about coming together and making that reconnection through business and rebuilding Africa. Because even when it comes to, where in England, it's a lot easier to get jobs and to make money. It's a lot easier, I find it, because obviously most people are employed or are in employed work more than self-employed. So if we can bring what we have, because I've got a Ghanaian bank account, so even though I earn here, a lot of my money goes into my Fidelity account. So as soon as I get paid, I transfer it straight. So my money is helping the Ghana economy.
Mm-hmm.
So
wow.
I think we have to, even though a lot of us in the West, we have to make our money work for Africa, kind of thing, and coming together and using our resources to build. And then I think it's about also building that trust within each other again, because I think that they've made us not have that trust anymore. We kind of don't trust each other, but I think it's about rebuilding that trust and making Africa a great place again that it was, and it still is.
Wow, that is a great advice. Yes. That is great advice, and I'd like to thank you for bringing that up, because sometimes I think that we also have to consider that the business that we go to the continent to do, it's not just about profit, because fixing the system means helping to give back to the people on the continent, as well as using the resources to improve our lives and our finances significantly. So I would like to give the floor to Gloria. Gloria, do you have any questions for Naomi?
Yes. Hello, Naomi. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Gloria.
Yes. So please, tell me where you're from first.
So,
I wasn't on in the beginning.
So I'm British born to Jamaican parents. Yeah.
Okay. Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Yes. So I'm a little nervous. So please tell me, do you know anything about Black Wall Street here in America?
So I know that, I don't know, I can't tell you the year that it happened. I know that we built our own, Wall Street was where, we had our own doctors, we had our own banks, we had everything. Yes. So basically we were living within our own community and we didn't need to go out anywhere else. We had everything within that community. And obviously, as we know, it was burnt down by the oppressors.
Yes. So, yeah, Wall Street, Black Wall Street was in 1921 in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 years or 99 years the other day since.
Yes. Yeah. And like during that time, like you said, we had everything: banks, schools, hospitals, business. We was trading amongst each other and keeping the money in the community. So that's really big, like globally now. No matter where you are, we got to keep it together.
Yes, definitely.
So I need to hear some more of your thoughts. I'm just a little nervous here. I am. Yes.
I'm an advocate.
Just relax.
I'm an advocate of buying black and being. I'm an advocate of buying black, especially, and I always say, especially in England, you'll find that they have taught us to mix, especially the black community. They want us to mix, so you will find like the Asian man will be an Asian woman, Chinese man will be with a Chinese woman, a Jewish man will be in a Jewish woman. What you find in the black community is that they push mixing, so you find a black man with a woman. And when I speak to friends who are in mixed relationships, and I say to them, it's not just as simple as love. We have to realize that if I'm with a man of my own race, when I make wealth and anything happens to me or my partner, that wealth stays within the black community. That's what we need to realize. So if a black man is, for instance, with a white woman and he builds wealth, if he's gone, that wealth will now go back to the white man, kind of thing. And what we have to realize is that within the Jewish community, their money stays within their community and it passes around about 30 or 40 times before it leaves. Same with the Asian community, and the same within the black community. I think it passes around about 2 to 3 times and then it leaves us. So it never stays with us. So people need to understand how important it is to spend within our own community and build within our own community to build generational wealth.
Yes, generational wealth is very, very, very important. Yeah, I personally myself, I try to put all my money in black communities. If it's in Americas, if it's across seas, it gotta stay. It has to stay. And these times is critical for everyone. Yes.
Yeah, it has to circulate within the community, because when we circulate, money within our community, you buy my thing, I buy from Sister A, she buys from Sister B, and then it keeps going around, and then it comes back to you. It comes back to you through other streams. So if we are buying from other communities, we are enriching that community at the detriment of our own community.
Exactly.
Of our own community. So I think you're so right on that point.
Yes.
So David, hi David, welcome, Sister Tony. You're looking amazing. Hi David, what do you like have to ask Sister Naomi?
Well, I think she said basically everything. I'm just the only question I have is When
Hello,
is she
everyone.
making the permanent move to Ghana?
Pardon?
When are you making the permanent move to Ghana?
As soon as the lockdown finished, as soon as the lockdown's over,
Yeah.
as soon
Oh,
as
okay.
So
I still have the lockdown is over. Oh, okay. I
yeah,
guess you're ready. I guess
yeah,
your bags are already packed.
pardon?
I your bags are already packed.
Yeah, they're all packed. They're all packed. Because what we have to realize is that I think that with the coronavirus as well, there's only going to be a small window for us to get back out of the West. I think that soon, with all the new changes
Yeah.
they're making and the new wave of the coronavirus, I think that there will be another lockdown. And once that lockdown's over, to travel won't be as easy again. I
Mm.
think they're giving us one last chance to maneuver. And if we don't take up this chance, then we may be stuck in the West.
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
great.
yeah.
Naomi, may I ask
So
you a
I think
question?
I have a
Oh,
question.
I'm sorry, David.
Go
You go
ahead,
ahead,
David.
David.
No, go ahead.
Miss Naomi, do you have any projects going on or future projects that you're thinking about?
So I've just
Hello, can you hear me?
when I was in Ghana last year, I've written a business plan. So because I'm from a social housing background, so social housing in the UK is affordable housing. So people who are on, say, on welfare benefits or who are on who earn low wages or low salaries.
Yeah, like government assisted, low wages.
Yeah. So we've got a structure that helps people in them sorts of situations. So when I was in Ghana last year, I wrote a business plan for affordable housing. So when I went there, I realised that there's a lot of people who are living in Ghana and they can't, because the Ghana wages are quite low, they find it hard to leave home and stuff and get their own place. And even for myself, when I looked at a lot of the rents, they were quite expensive if you look at certain areas. So I thought to myself, it would be a good idea to bring the structure of social housing to Ghana, kind of thing. So once I came back, I started. I did the business plan. I finished it, and then I decided on calling it the repatriation village. So it's basically a village for people who are of the diaspora and who live in Ghana to live self-sufficiently and affordably. So it would be like properties for like single people, families and stuff. And on site we will have food growing, trees, fruit trees. So it's all about self-sufficiency. It will be solar powered, so a lot of natural energy sources and stuff like that. Because I think that we're getting to a point where we do need to think about being self-sufficient.
Oh, beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
yes, that is a need. And I don't want to cut you off short because we have Sister Ya coming on.
Okay.
And yes, and again, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Sister Ya.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Greetings
you all
and welcome.
Thank you.
We're good. We're good, Sister. Yeah, welcome. And thank you for joining us.
Thanks for
Okay,
having me.
so you meet Gloria. Gloria is our co-host for today. And we currently have Naomi from the Travelista YouTube channel, and she's here to talk about Black Wall Street. We've also asked her questions about her experience, her business experience in Ghana, and she's talked to us about that. Going forward, I think that she just mentioned that she's having a project in Ghana, the repatriation village in Ghana. So she was just talking about the project and what she intends to do. So welcome, and I think we would let her finish with that, and then we will move to Sister Ya. So thank you for joining us, Sister Ya. So Naomi, I just want to ask. So what do you need? Do you have?
So we just breaking up.
What kind of support do you need for this project in terms of partnership, how far are you?
So I'm still at the beginning stage. So I'm just acquiring the land. And at the moment, I've set up a GoFundMe, as you know. So I'm asking people just to help donate anything that they can, just to help with just different things like building up the project, like drawings, architectural drawings, and stuff like that. And at the moment, I'm just asking anyone that can offer any sort of services, or anyone that's got, who's good at marketing, who can do architecture, who's into interior design, who knows people who are builders in Ghana, just stuff like that, just to kind of help with the project. And obviously, these people will, the building and construction and labour costs will be provided. So that's what I'm asking for, really, just anyone that can offer anything. Because I can't do it all on my own. Obviously, I'm kind of leading on the project, but I just need people who are willing, who are kind of, who are on the same kind of journey as myself in regards to getting people who want to repatriate and helping people, because repatriate is not as easy it's not easy, especially if I've been there, and I know it's a big transition and it's a costly transition. So if we can help other people, so some people who are trying to come over to Ghana, and then I'm welcoming all kind of help.
Oh, okay, excellent. So we're gonna let Sister Yas speak because she's on time management and she has something to do. So we'll let her take the floor, and we can just introduce Sister Ya. Yes, Sister Ya is. Go ahead, it's for you. You can take the floor. I'm just a little
Yeah,
bit.
all right. Yeah, is the owner of repatriation assistant program. She is also into other businesses in Ghana and is doing a lot. I would love for her to tell us about, why we should do business. Start up with why we should do business amongst our community, amongst Africans all over the world. The necessity of that is important to our continent. And then how the and how our brothers and sisters in the diaspora can take advantage of it or coordinate with business. So, sister, yeah,
Okay. I didn't really. There was a bad connection when you were talking, so it broke up terribly. What I did hear was why, you asked why we need to do business amongst ourselves, and I mean
yeah,
that because that's how we lift each other up. That's what other races of people do. Um, we we know firsthand here in the United States. Um, you, we have restaurants, we have businesses, but other races of people don't come to support our businesses. They don't come to our stores. They spend their money with their own, and they circulate the
yeah,
money within their own communities. And this is how you lift up the people in your community when when the money circulate in the community multiple times. And there have been a number of reports done about how now in Africa it's better because you know for the most part everybody's black and it's easier to circulate your money with other black people in Africa. And that's one of the things that I really loved when I was living there full time, is that the vast majority of my money when I spent it went into the hands of other black people, right? So and that's just the way that you use what you have to support your people. So we have an opportunity because Africa is where the emerging markets are in the world. We have an opportunity as people to reap a lot of economic benefit from that growth. We just have to tap into it. And this is why you find other races of people running to Africa to do business, because there's a lot of economic potential there. Africa has the youngest population in the world. that so you got a workforce there, you know, and things don't generally cost as much. Labor doesn't cost as much as it does in other parts of the world. So you're really able to get a big bang for your buck if you do business on the continent of Africa.
Mm.
And also, it's a way we have a lot of people over here in the, you know, in the diaspora. If we were to start, there's a high demand for goods from the continent of Africa. So if we could link our people up to, you know, export materials and goods out of the continent of Africa to brothers and sisters in the diaspora where there is a demand for those goods. And this is another way that we help each other. Africa, you know, because everybody doesn't want to go to Africa, and that's okay. I don't understand why anybody doesn't want to live in Africa, because to me, it's like we all should be wanting to go. But some
Yeah.
people, for whatever reason, they don't want to. But that doesn't mean that they can't, you know, participate and reap benefit from the continent. What we need to be having is people on the continent creating partnerships with people in the diaspora, Black people in the diaspora, to you know, export goods out, and then our people in the diaspora receive those goods, and then they can, you know, sell them here and make money. So it's a way that we can help each other. So definitely 100%. And you know, this is I saw a video not too long ago with this white guy. He's from somewhere in Europe. I don't remember it because he's not the only one, but he has a whole huge manufacturing. I think it's bananas, a banana
Mm.
farm, and somewhere in the Volta region, I think it is.
Wow.
And he's got all these, you know, people working, all these Black people working on, you know, in this banana farm for him, processing them,
Yeah.
and then he's shipping them to his counterparts in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Shipping and exporting these bananas to Europe. Well, why can't we? Why can't our people do the same thing? You know, um, we there's so much that we can use from the continent of Africa, not just food goods, but other materials as well. Um, and there's a high demand for it here, and food just being the first one that comes to mind, because look, everybody got to eat, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, that same thing I was thinking, you know, to myself, the same exact thing that this white guy is doing, taking these bananas, processing them, and shipping them to Europe to his other white counterparts who are going to make money. And there are no Black people in the chain other than the workers on the land to collect the
Yeah.
food and wash it up. And yeah, so absolutely, it's absolutely necessary, sister. We have to get off the
Wow.
sideline. So many of our people, we're just sitting on the sideline watching the game instead of getting in
Yeah.
the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I
Yeah.
do. Sister, yeah, and I know that, you know, you are the CEO of the in the Sambia, and that same Pan African village. Pan African village.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that at all.
Nobody go.
Okay.
Did anybody hear?
Sister,
Anybody
I can't
get
hear
that?
nobody. No.
No.
oh, wow. Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Can you hear me? Uh,
Okay, Nemo, you may have
can
to
you hear me?
position yourself a little. The internet is
Okay.
breaking up.
Okay. I don't know. Okay.
Sister, yeah. So how can the diaspora connect with you for, to connect with you with your resources, the resources that you have?
Well, let me be clear. Sankofa Repatriation Assistance Program is currently in phase one. We formed an alliance with we've joined in an alliance with 5 other organizations to create the Exodus Alliance, where we are, making efforts to raise the monies needed to get our people back on the continent in a sustainable way, because like the sister said earlier, it's not easy. Repatriation is not easy. Okay.
No.
And we definitely cannot think that we're going to move up out and go to Africa and just go find jobs and compete with our brothers and sisters on the continent, because listen, there's high unemployment. Most people survive because they have a type of entrepreneurial type of mentality to go out there and hustle and make something, happen for themselves, not because of jobs. And the last thing that we need to be doing is thinking that we need to be moving to Africa to go and compete for jobs. That we need to be thinking more entrepreneur, more business minded. Create businesses for ourselves as we go onto the continent as well, and then that would be creating jobs for our brothers and sisters on the continent as well. So it's a symbiotic relationship. Help both sides out.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, we are in phase one, which is just letting people know that we exist and ask people to support it. Because as much as we know that these things are needed and we want to make them happen, they cannot happen if the people do not put the money, behind it. It just can't. It'll just be an idea in our head that can't manifest itself without the resources. So but people can visit the website at www.sankofarepat.com, and they can also email me at admin@sankofarepat.com. But yeah, so that's something. Now I'm never gonna stop working on that. That is my goal, my dream. And I tell people all the time, if I can assist one family with repatriating and getting their business start up, then I could literally die feeling like I've accomplished what I set out to do. You know what I mean? To prove that it can be done. The goal is to get more than one. We want to try to get with the Exodus Alliance, our goal is to do a mass repatriation and get 1 million families on the continent and get them set up and secured and with businesses and things of this nature. So, but again, like I said, it's up to the people and if they want it to happen or not. So,
Yeah.
outside, I'm going to be. I'm working right now. My husband and I, we have our house under construction. We have a construction company in Ghana. Our house is being constructed right now in Waja. We have pineapple farm. We have poultry farm. We have cocoa farm. We've added what they call them, grass cutter. We've added
Oh,
grass cutter.
Whoa.
bush meat.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, bush. Yeah, so we're trying to do our little thing, and like the sister said earlier, my thing is we have to be self-sufficient. So we have our own well on the land. We'll be installing solar. I I want that property to be totally independent of whether the government brings water or electricity out. If they bring it, great, but I want it to be self-sustaining regardless of whether they do, because right now the area is kind of like out in the middle of nowhere, you know what I mean?
Right.
But houses and people are coming, the developers are buying up the land. I don't think there's really any other lands for sale other than through a developer right now, and houses are popping up and things like that. But you know I definitely think that we need to start thinking totally about being off the grid if possible, because
Yeah.
the way the world economy is going, you just want to be, you don't want to be totally reliant on the government to provide you with water. I mean, even here in the United States, I think our people are getting a very serious wake up call that we are too dependent on government. We are
Yeah.
absolutely too dependent on government for everything, and that's not a good position to be in. For us, particularly people who are an oppressed people, and then you are dependent on the people who are oppressing you. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. They
So
got the whip in one hand and then they feeding you with the other.
Yeah,
yep.
exactly. Exactly. Just like the way they came to Africa with the Bible in one hand and then the gun in the other. So that is what we have to do as a community. Okay, so sister, yeah, I just want to ask you first of all, I want to thank you so much for taking us to places that we actually want to be. I want to ask you, when we talk about doing business within a community, why do you think there's the problem of lack of trust in some instances? Do you think it's because we enjoy word of mouth kind of business? Is that why there is lack of trust, within our community in business? So if you could touch a little bit on that, it would be great.
Listen, we have a lot of very professional, great business minded people who do great work. But unfortunately, we have far too many people who make it difficult, who don't have honor, who don't have, you know, who are looking for a quick buck, and they're not thinking about long term. Like they stab their own stuff in the foot, because guess what? If you do a good job for me, then you're gonna get more money, because I'll keep coming back to you and I'll recommend other people to you. But some people are so short sighted, and that they looking to get something from you right now and not thinking about long term. And so these are the type of
Yeah.
people that are creating an environment that makes it difficult for our people to uh you get burned, and now you just suspicious of everybody. But we're gonna have to, one, demand that people do what they say they're going to do, and that they live up to what their obligations are, and create an environment where we can move around and trust each other and know that it's okay. I mean, I don't think that it's special towards us. I think other people, other races of people have similar issues. You know what I mean? It's just that we're not in their communities to hear about their things. You know what I mean? But for whatever reason, we might have one bad apple in our community that does something, and we want to put paint the whole black people like we all messed up because of a few people. You know what I mean? But at the
Yeah.
same token, a Chinese person or a white person can do something terrible, and the first thing a black person would say, "Well, not all white people are bad." But
Yes.
when it's us,
Thank you.
well, we all bad. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So there's something going on inside of here that you know I guess 500 years, 400 years of colonialism and white supremacy has convinced us not to trust our own people, and that the other people, we have a saying here in America. We say the white man's ice is colder. So
Mm.
I got
Yeah.
ice, the white man got ice, but you want his ice because you think his ice colder than my ice. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sister, yeah,
Yeah.
what happened at Black Wall Street? What happened to us? You know, when we thrived at a point, we thrived. What did we do right? We thrived at a point. And why was it taken away from us?
Well, integration.
Integration.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
integration. That was the worst thing that ever happened to us. We as soon as we got this white man to allow us to come eat in his restaurant and sit next to him and live next door to him, and go to his doctors and stuff, we abandoned our own, because the white man's is colder, it's better in our
Yeah.
mind. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
we a lot of our well-to-do middle class black people abandon the neighborhoods to go live next door to the white folks in the white people neighborhood. You know, um, I me personally, I don't understand it, because I don't understand when and I'm not trying to talk bad about our people. What I think they should have been fighting for was to have their own stuff set aside, like the Native Americans, and go off and do your own thing, because integrating with these people who have historically gone out of their way to oppress you and keep you down, it was not a very intelligent thing to do. And I think that Martin Luther King realized that at the end, before he was killed, that it wasn't about being able to go to school and sit next to them. That's not what we need. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
integration was the hindsight is 2020. I know they thought they were doing the right thing, but it turns out that's not what we needed. And everything for us as a people here in the United States just has there's a direct correlation with what we have now with it from integration on down. Everything has gone completely down. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
us. So I think it's undisputable. No, you can't intelligently argue that integration did not harm us. It absolutely, economically, it harmed us. It was a great harm to Black people. But I am somebody, I support separation. Based on the historical record, I am convinced that we cannot live with them and that we must separate for our own survival, economically and otherwise, physically, everywhere, everything. The food is poison, the water is poison.
The
You know what I
air is
mean?
poison. Everything is
Air,
poison.
yeah, even just the mental stress of it all. So many young people are committing suicide and doing all types of things. So the only way we can be healthy in mind, body, and soul and spirit as a people is to separate from these people. Now, so for me, the logical, I don't think we can separate and stay on this land with them because we don't control any resources. So the logical thing for me is, okay, when you start talking about separating, I say Africa. That's real separation. Like, get as far away from them as possible. You know?
Yeah. You deal with them when you want to deal with them. You want to.
Yeah. Because we have built our own, we've had our own towns, we've had everything we've done, and then these people come in and destroy it. So it's not like we're not capable, but historical record is proof
Rosewood.
they get jealous and envious of your success. And then they will come in and they will destroy it. So I don't think that it's intelligent to think that you can stay with them and be separate. We have to leave. So, and like I said, I can back that up with the historical record. You don't have to make up anything. This ain't just about how I feel. This is about what the facts. I'm an attorney. That's my profession. So I'm looking 100% at the facts going back 400 years, and if the evidence is clear that we are not able to stay with these people and have peace.
Yes, never. We'll have peace with these people.
Wow. It's amazing, Sister Ya. And Nana Ofe says integration induced Africans back to sleep. I side with Sister Ya. So what I'm getting from this is, once we integrated, we felt like we have finally been accepted and welcomed. So we had no need to fight, for this. But I think we realized that several years, so many years after integration, it hasn't gotten any better. They have figured out new ways of keeping us enslaved, but we haven't figured out a way to get out of it. So, Sister Ya, thank you so much. We have really learned a lot from what you have taught us, and I believe that we are listening to this, Sister, yeah, finally, before you go, I need you to stress the importance of we trading within our community, because people, I don't know how people get it. When we say we should trade within our communities, people present their products, but I'm not finding people putting in orders saying that I need this. Who has this? Who has this order? For example, I have this business platform and I see a lot of people advertising their wares, but I don't see people asking, oh, well, I need a mattress. Who has it? I need, but we go out every day and we shop for stuff. So please, I want you to stress the importance of putting the money in to the pot, into the black pot.
Well, sister, I mean, you basically said it all. And listen, I think right now, the vast majority of our people understand that this is what we have to do. This is what we must do. At this point, it's about our survival as a people. We have Dr. Claude Anderson, and I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's an elder here, and he's written a number of books about our economic situation, particularly here in the United States. Um, when I look across the globe at where we are, and I'll just talk about the diaspora. Uh, when I look at our people in the Caribbean and I look at our people in South America, here in the United States and in the UK, Canada, Mexico, all of us are basically in outside for a few who are able, a handful that don't represent the whole, to be, the entertainers, the actors. The vast majority of our people are suffering economically, and one of the things that we have in common is that we are all dependent on our former slave masters and former colonizers to take care of us. It's sad that we, as the oldest people on planet Earth, which we are, the true custodians of the planet, have been reduced down to waiting for other people to clothe, feed. We don't have any manufacturing companies. Even when you start talking about Africa, it's very little bit of manufacturing going on. Very little industrial.
Yeah,
While we have
very
so
little.
many, yeah, and it doesn't make sense. We are taking our raw materials out of the continent of Africa, sending it somewhere else for somebody else to turn it into something, and then we buy it back. This is insanity. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This
it's
is pure.
crazy.
Yeah. So it's to me, the thing that I see that we all have in common is we're sitting around waiting on other people, and I don't. You know, this is why we have situations where Chinese people are selling us plastic shit, and
Yeah, yeah.
why are we shouldn't be
Chemically induced food.
yeah, or I know in Ghana we have this big thing that we eat and the with the Maggie cubes, but you don't know what's in those Maggie cubes. You didn't make it. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So,
poisonous.
but
It's
you can't hardly
poison.
you
It's
can't you can't
poison.
you can't hardly get anybody to cook any food without putting this Maggie in it. What are we putting in our
Yeah,
food? We don't even know. You mean to tell me with all the herbs and spices and plants and things in Africa, we can't make our own seasoning cube to use? You know what I'm saying? But we have
yeah.
to go buy Maggie that got all this sodium and what is it, MSG and all this other crap in it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. At this point, like I said, it's now for me. It's about, do we want to live or do we want to die? That's it. That's the
That's
question.
it.
Do we want to live or do we want to die?
That's it.
Because right
Sister,
now
yeah,
we are
that
dying. Huh?
Sister, yeah, that's a powerful question. It's a powerful question. And before your time ends, I just wanted to ask you this last question. What is the process of registering a business in Ghana as a diasporan from start to finish?
Well, let me just say this. Uh, if That's the, let me get our people to go to the Ghana Investment. What is it called? Ghana Investment Promotion
Promotion
Center.
council. Yeah.
And if they go to the website, they have step by step. That's the easy thing. Everything there is already like. In matter of fact, I would even advise them to go read Act number. Let me see what it is. 865. That came out in 2013 because I need our people to understand there are certain things, certain jobs, certain professions, certain businesses that if you're not a Ghanaian citizen that you cannot do in Ghana. They are reserved for Ghanaians. Okay. Now that we have a lot of our brothers and sisters who got their Ghanaian citizenship, this is not an issue because now they are Ghanaians, they can do it too. But the cost of registering businesses, the steps, the forms, everything, if you go to the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, go to the website, GIPC. Is it GIPC.com? No,
I'm sure it will be
GIPC is
.gov.gh.
GIPCGhana.com, and they have everything there. Now, what I would suggest
Yeah.
you all do is you got to get a TIN number, which is basically like a social security number, but all of that is on the website. So it doesn't, I don't have to sit here and tell everybody something that they can go and read. Our people are not, you know what I'm saying? It's
You know,
there,
people
step
don't
by
like to
step.
read. You know, some of our people
But
don't like to read, and that's a problem too. Reading.
yeah, well, they need to learn how to read. But the information is there, sister, for anybody who wants to. They have everything there. And also, if you register let me just say this because I think this is an important point. If you register your company here in the United States, I know a lot of people just don't want to be bothered, but there is a perk to having your company register here in the United States and then going to Ghana and registering it as a foreign corporation, because a lot of the requirements that they ask for you if you just starting a business straight out don't apply to you if you already have a business registered in another country and you're just opening an office in Ghana, as an extension of your company. I mean, the requirements reduce significantly, right? So that's
Crazy.
a that's a very, very important piece of information that I want people to know. And plus, you get a residency and work visa with that. so, so yeah.
Wow.
So I want people
Okay.
to go to GIPC website. It's GIPCGhana.com, or just Google Ghana Investment Promotion Center, and then look up Act. What is it? What I
65.
said? 8613. What was it?
Oh,
865. And read it. Take your time and read. Don't be, educate yourself. Because a lot of people say, oh, if I go to Ghana, they want me to, and I register a company, they want me to have $500,000. It's not true. And this is part of the problem. People are not comprehending what they read. Take your time and read. What they're saying is, if you don't have a Ghanaian partner, that you have to show so much, not just money. It could be land, it could be house, it could be your equity, your work equity. Everything has a dollar value, and then all of those things together can equal $500,000. You see what I'm saying? But people think I have to go to Ghana with $500,000 and be able to open a business. That's not true. But everything is outlined and it's very clear if you take your time and read on the Ghana Investment Promotion Center website.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sister.
And let me just say, the prices, everything is there. Everything.
Yeah. Great. Sister Gloria. Okay. All right. So, Sister
Okay.
Naomi. Okay,
Yes.
Sister Gloria, welcome back.
Yes, I'm sorry. This family just moving everywhere. Yes. Okay, Sister Naomi, can you please tell me how long you've been traveling back and forth to Ghana?
About
Like how
4
many
years.
years?
4 years.
Oh, 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. Oh, I have some questions here for you. So, can you stem off for Sister Ya and like give me your opinion on her thoughts and all the good knowledge she just put out there for us?
What was that, sorry?
Excuse me?
Well, can you repeat that? I didn't.
Yeah, can you stem off for Sister Ya on all the good knowledge that she just put out there for us? You know, if I with Sankofa Repad, do you think you can like hook up with her and like expand?
Yeah, definitely. Because obviously, I'm looking to do repatriation with
Yeah,
people who are trying to repatriate, and she's
yeah,
trying to also help families trying to repatriate. So I'm sure that we could kind of work together in some sort of.
yeah. I think that'd be a great thing. Um, I don't have any more questions right now.
Sister Gloria,
Okay.
your refrigerator, Sister Gloria, your refrigerator door is open behind you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Well, you're doing great, Sister Gloria. I know today is her first time on
Yes, it's my
screen, but
first
I think
time.
she's doing amazing. And thank you so much for coming and sharing your knowledge with us.
Yeah.
Hi, David. We're gonna come to you in a minute. But sister, yeah, I think you have a place to go. So, what last words do you have for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora that want to come home and either look for a job or start a business?
I would say take the job idea out. Get rid of
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Get rid of that one. Start thinking about what skills you have. Um, listen, and talk to some people and see, if there's somebody already over there, maybe they have something going, but they just need investor, they need partner. If you can, but I would highly suggest don't just pick random people off the internet that's at because you don't do that. Get with somebody that you trust. You know what I mean? So that they can link you up with somebody that they know and that they trust that is genuine, that needs help. This is a good way you can get you a business going on the continent before you even arrive, right? You can have you a partner that could be handling things on the ground. You can, y'all can do Zoom calls, meetings for management, and you can, infuse capital into their business and help them grow it. That's something that you can have for your family before you even reach there. So that's one thing I would like people to, and then start thinking about your skills. What expertise do you have? Because a lot of people are always asking me, well, what can I do? What can I do? And I'd say the same thing. Listen, we need everything on the continent of Africa. We need absolutely everything. I can't think of anything that we don't need, all the way down to smoothie shops, ice cream
Yeah,
parlors. We need it all. You know what I'm saying? So,
we need it all.
yeah, we need
Yeah,
it all. So, just know that the world is open to you. This is a great opportunity for you to really get in on the ground level of development of countries, growing up and emerging, and you get in on the ground level, and that's an opportunity for you to create something. I mean, literally that you can pass down generations. So don't let it slip through your finger. Don't let the Chinese and the Lebanese and the Indians be those people are going there for a reason, and you better
Yeah.
wake up.
We
Better
don't even
wake
need
up.
to worry about the Chinese and the Lebanese, and that's like another big problem. Focus on us, focus on what we
Yeah,
gotta do, and that's it. Because
yeah,
if we keep
yeah,
worrying
and get
about the
out of
other
the
people,
get out of this mindset that you need to have a job. That's the first
yeah,
thing. You got to get out of that, because you cannot. Your
Yeah,
children cannot inherit a job. They cannot. And
yeah,
the only way they can inherit a job is if you're the business owner. If you own that business.
yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
no.
mm-hmm,
So
Exactly,
that's what I would have
exactly.
to say. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so
mm-hmm,
much, Sister. Yeah, you have
yeah,
been
All right.
amazing, guys. We actually have have started a business WhatsApp platform, and what it is that I know majority of the people on the platform, and I also offer background checks, okay, verification for when you want to start dealing with anybody on that platform. So the link is there. You can click the link and join the group. Look at, we have over 100 businesses over there, and we've put them together, and the purpose is to groom them gradually with programs and let them understand it's okay to trust each other and do business with each other. And that's what someone said, group economics. I think Nana Ofe said group economics. Group economics is really important. And I would like to say that the reason why some people, especially on the continent, do not trust each other in partnerships is because we like doing word of mouth, which I would let David talk about in a few moments. But we like to
Yeah.
do word of mouth.
Can
And
I
word
ask?
of mouth, yes,
I
please.
want to, because Sister Naomi, I would like to ask her a couple of more questions once you
Okay.
finish.
Uh,
Yeah, because I
I'm
don't want her just
sorry,
sitting
but
there. Yeah,
I
yeah.
Yeah.
my husband's calling me. We got to go somewhere, so I got to run. It's
Okay.
almost 7.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
All
We're
right,
very much aware of that. And thank you so much. Gloria and I are
all
so
right.
grateful for you, to you, for coming and putting the fire in the house and
Listen,
talking
you
about.
don't know how nervous I am.
You're doing great. You're doing amazing.
All right, y'all enjoy. Thanks again for having me.
Yes,
All
yes,
right,
You're
sister.
welcome.
Thank you so much once
All
again. Thank you.
Thanks for your
yes,
time.
Yes.
right,
yes. Let me ask
bye
Sister
bye.
Naomi another question. Now, what do you do for a living besides traveling, lifestyle? What else do you do? You make things because your dress is very pretty.
Thank you. I don't make things. I bought this. I didn't. I didn't
Oh,
make.
okay.
Like I said, I work in social housing. I've worked in
Okay.
it for 21 years now, working my way up to the position that I'm in at the moment. So
Oh,
I
okay.
work in, like I said, I work in affordable housing for a local council in London.
So it's like a social worker, right?
No, so we build affordable homes for people
Mm-hmm.
who make low salaries and on welfare benefits.
I'm sorry, the family.
Okay.
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 Okay. So all right. So let me take over from here. So would you say you
Come here.
enjoyed your stay in Would you
What you
say you
say?
enjoyed your stay?
Ghana.
I'm talking on live.
Yeah. Would you say you enjoyed your stay in Ghana when you were here?
Oh yes, I did. I love Ghana. Obviously, I had to readjust because there's loads of differences from being in the US and being in Ghana. So I had to kind of readjust to it's just a new way of living for me. So I loved it. I did love it, but I found that coming from the West, we are quite I say we're aggressive. We're quite aggressive. And
Yeah.
that's part of having to, especially being black in the West, you've had to kind of fight your way through, like in school, racism and stuff like that, and it kind of toughens you up. So when you're, so when you're, so when you're going to school and stuff. Oh, hold on a sec. Sorry. So when you're in the West, it kind of toughens you up, and I realised that I was quite harsh. I was say if I was called Uber and they were late, I'd be really harsh with them. And in England, you have to get through life really harsh. And I think it's probably the Western way, the white man's way that we've picked up. When you go to Africa, you
Yeah.
realise that it's quite calm and really cool and humble. I have to kind of adjust the way just my own culture and the way I go on, the way I talk to people.
Yeah.
That was a real culture shock, and it kind of made me think, you know what, baby, you need to kind of bring it down a level because the West has made us kind of, as Black people, have to readjust to their ways,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
other than that,
I live in the West. Yeah. So I can agree with you. Living in the West, we
yeah,
become like so aggressive, and sometimes we just don't even know it.
yeah.
We just come, and sometimes we come up defensive, like, but that's the environment in the West, period.
Yeah. In school, I would say, in school, I was always battling with teachers, with children in school, and it's like it's a constant battle. So you kind of build up this kind of mechanism where to kind of get by and to kind of protect yourself. You carry it everywhere that you go. It's hard to kind of let go of. But
It's very hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
It sneaks up
Yeah.
sometimes. So when you just like don't even know it, it's like, okay, relax, calm down. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That is awesome. That is awesome. So we're still dealing with the issue of COVID and trying to stay sane from all the massive loads of information that we're being fed with. I think that it's important for us to just, as people in the diaspora and also people on the continent to realize that, well, our business partnership, if it's non-existent, then we must find the tools that works for us, and then keep pushing on that front, because if we are going to make this happen, if we are going to build an Africa that works for us as a people, regardless our backgrounds and our experiences and how scattered we've been and how much of ourselves that we've lost through this, then we need to find a way to make it work. So David, I'd like to ask you, in Ghana, I don't find that many partnerships are thriving. I don't find many partnerships, especially in small businesses. Why do you think this is? Or if I'm wrong, you can correct me, but I don't see a lot of
Can you
small startup businesses that are.
can you please repeat the question? You're breaking up a little.
Yes, it's like, why do we not see that many group economics in Ghana? Why do we not see businesses that are partnered up that much in Ghana? I would ask Sister Gloria about the diaspora. I don't know much, and Sister Naomi as well. I don't know much of what goes on there, but I find that many startups are like, owned by individuals. Why?
Well, I actually think it depends on the kind of business people are involved in. There are partnerships, but you don't really see them in the cities. It is all in the rural areas, especially something like in Nobwa, which exists among the farmers, especially the cocoa farmers, where they help each other. Let's say, for instance, if there are 10 people who are all farmers, what they will do is that they come together and help each other. All the 10 members, they'll move from one person's farm to the other person's farm until all the 10 people will have their farms cleared. And when it comes to harvest, they do the same thing for each other. But in the cities, it's more of like the hustle and bustle. So people are busy doing their own thing. People rarely come together to really partner. But I think with time, it's not much, but most of the startups are now, working together with people. But you see, one of the main reasons why this is a partnership is that, everybody wants to own their own stuff. They want to have 100% ownership of the company. You see, nobody wants to share, in some of the things that they do, especially when it comes to their businesses. But I think that with those of us with the younger generation, things are changing. People are actually partnering up with other people, But I would say one of the challenges that most people are facing when it comes to their startups is that they can hardly find someone who can actually share their vision. when it comes to what they want to do. That's sometimes you see most people, doing things on their own. But as I said, people are becoming more open to the idea of partnership now. I had a friend who had a company called Alewa, and they were into making of African print jackets and other stuff. And they partnered up, and now Alewa is becoming one of the online brands in Ghana now. So gradually, people are getting there, especially those younger people. You don't see it much with the older generation, but those of us who are now coming up are realizing that partnerships are very important if we really want to create a long time, sustainable growth that we can even hand it over to our children in the future.
Wow. So, David, I would like to ask you because Atia made a comment on Facebook, and he's a viewer, and he says
Okay.
that we need to play the Trojan horse in a Trojan horse. So, do you understand? Do you understand what he meant by that?
Yes, I understand what he meant. What he means by that.
Sorry.
Yeah, I understand what the person means by that.
Okay. Can you elaborate?
I think what he's trying to say that we should try and find a way to um, turn into the already existing systems we have, in Ghana or in Africa, for instance. We should find ways to introduce new ways of doing things when it comes to how we do business, in the country. Now, talking about a Trojan horse, I think it is more of the ideas. In my opinion, I think it has to do with more of the ideas that um, you know we approach businesses with when it comes to startups and the type of businesses that we're going to do. So that's the little I can say about what he meant by that.
Yeah. Okay. For me, I just what I'm thinking about this is that maybe it's a way to say that we should kind of, um get into the system to kind of like let the system work for us, if I understand that right, if I'm thinking on the right lines.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to have about 3 or 4 local businesses join us today. We had quite a number of communication with the participants, but for some reason, I think for reasons of network, a lot of our participants couldn't come to join us because we had local businesses lined up who were going to introduce their business and help us understand their challenges and talk to us about any challenges that they had. So um David, tell us about your business and how it is to register. First of all, how is it to register a business in Ghana? And then from there you can tell us about your business, what you do, and then if there are room for partnership opportunities, let us know that.
Okay. Well, if you can repeat what you said earlier on, you
Okay.
were breaking up here.
Okay, what is the process of setting up a business in Ghana? So let's take that one first.
Well, I think a lot of things have changed. Now that we are trying to make Ghana the how do I even put this? We're trying to make Ghana the best place to do business or the fastest place to do business. If you go to a place like Rwanda, have a business registered in 24 hours. So now, as Sister Ya said, I think right now what they're doing, the Ghana Investment platform, they are the ones that are doing some of this. But I think it is, you may have to go to the registry, the business registry, where you can get your tax numbers and everything like that. I'm sure there's some forms to fill. As Saya said, you know, basically that's what I know about that. Depending on the type of business you are involved in will determine how long it's going to take. So, but I think by now we are trying to go paperless. So the introduction of technology, most of these processes are going a bit faster now compared to years ago. So now it is a very key. Most of the agencies in Ghana are trying to go paperless and trying to update to with technical computers and everything to make things a bit smoother and stuff for people. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that, Sister Gloria.
Yes, Sister Naomi, I have a question for you. In your Caribbean culture, do your culture practice susu, ajo, the susu?
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
What is it?
that susu is like when people come together. Our peoples come together, you know, a group of people come together and they put money in a pot for like 5 years.
Partner.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Ghana as well. I'm trying to do something similar in Ghana where people pay a certain amount of money to some one person, and each week or month that one person gets all that money until it goes back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I had another question, but I didn't write it down. So how long you lived in the UK? Was you born in the UK?
I was born here.
And born in the UK? Yeah. I don't know so much about the UK or even the African history there. Like I just been learning little by little.
So a lot of people, the Caribbeans, a lot of the Caribbeans, Jamaicans especially, were the first. They came over in the Windrush in the late 50s, early 60s. They were the first blacks in England. They had it the toughest because when my grandparents came to England, they were the ones who when they first got here, they were told that the streets were paved with gold, so they fooled them into coming to England to do all the crap jobs. But they told them that the streets were paved with gold in England, so a lot of them came over thinking that they're going to live this great life in England. And when they got here, my grandparents couldn't get jobs, and they used to have on the doors no dogs, no Irish, and no blacks. So most places they weren't allowed to go into. They couldn't go to certain clubs. My mum and dad used to get chased through the city centre by the race. They had it really bad.
Oh, wow.
Because they were the first blacks, what the English saw in this country.
Yeah. How was the community there in the Caribbean culture? Do everybody patronize each other?
Everyone came together. Yeah, everybody came together in London. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. We can learn from the Caribbean people to, because I live in the West and the city I live in, they don't patronize. They go to everybody else. They don't patronize. The vibration amongst the blacks here is very, very, very low. Very low.
Yeah.
And with all this COVID and quarantine, I don't see why nobody ain't picked up a skill instead of working for something,
Yeah.
That's I got a project going on, so.
Oh.
So let me answer.
What are your plans? Are your plans to move to?
I have some future plans. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, it's a wasp in here. I have some projects in my household that I've been working on here and there because I take care of my father. But I got some big projects going on right now, so that's a story for another day.
Okay.
Yeah, on my own channel. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
good.
All right.
David, I got a question for David. What do you do in your business?
Well, actually, I was about to answer before you cut in, so let me just go straight. I hope
Yeah, just
you can all hear me.
yeah,
Yes, I can hear you.
yeah.
Okay. So, what I'm a network marketer. I'm into network marketing, and
Oh, so you connect
I'm
people
into doing
together.
this full time. Yes.
Okay.
Um, talking about working together and helping people, together. This is Africa,
Hmm.
and there isn't a lot of jobs. There isn't a lot of opportunities, but we have people that are hungry for success. I
Hmm.
hope you can hear me very well.
I
Yeah,
can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay. Now, especially with those of you in the diaspora, I know very well that some of you will have to sell your cars, will have to sell some of your belongings to put money together to be able to move.
I don't own a car. I
Mhm.
catch the bus.
I'm
I walk.
because
Yeah.
not long ago I watched a video, and this was before the lockdowns and everything came, and there was this young lady in America. She sold almost all her stuff: her couch, her wardrobe, her table, her TV set, everything. And
Hmm.
when you look at her videos, we see that in her room she had absolutely nothing. Everything was gone. Okay, so
Hmm.
she was to come. I don't know if she came before the lockdown came. So I know that moving to the continent isn't going to be easy financially,
Yes,
emotionally, and spiritually, but most importantly, financially. And I know most of you are coming with the idea of starting a business, and it may not be straightforward. It may take some time. There may be some hurdles here and there. So what I'm doing is right now, I have a project that will be starting in 2 months' time, which is going to start in September all the way to end in November.
Hmm.
Okay. Yes. So it has not started yet. It's going to start in September all the way to November. It's a 90 days campaign that I've been running.
Hmm.
So months of July and August is supposed to be the pre-launch. And what we are doing the pre-launch is we are looking for people who are willing to start a business to be part of us. Okay. Now, with what we are doing, you have a choice. You can actually start it there, in the diaspora, because when we're expanding in America, UK, and Canada, but we are already in, I think so far, as of this evening, we've expanded to over 42 countries. So actually, the content we have actually helped a lot of people. I actually took a year off to help my sister with her kids, now my nephews, So now I'm back and I'm running this campaign. So what
Oh.
you're doing is very simple. It's very,
Hmm.
very simple. And this is something you can actually do when you step off the plane and you don't really have a work permit.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it is something that will also help you easily integrate into the Ghanaian society. Okay.
Oh.
So
Okay.
before, I know you guys, I'm not saying you should put aside your business plans, but what I'm saying is before you spend thousands of dollars, trying to start a business, take a look at this and then you decide for yourself. Because what you're offering is something that a lot of people need and it can help a lot of people. So my goal for this project is supposed to start in 2020 all the way to 2025.
Hmm.
And the goal is to help create at least enough people who are earning 5 to 6 figures every month. If we can create, because we have over 1.2 billion people on the continent,
Hmm.
and majority of these people don't have a lot of money, like they are poor. Africa don't have a lot of millionaires. So I'm saying that if you can create even up to 500,000 people who are millionaires, I think it's a good thing. If
Yes.
you can create more people, if out of 1.2 billion, we have about 50 million people that are billionaires or even millionaires or people who are even earning 5 figures a month or $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, 5,000. I think it will help us with moving forward.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Yeah,
with
definitely.
this project, what we are doing is we are taking advantage of the first ever plant-based stem cell product ever created.
Hmm. Oh, okay.
Hello, can you
Wow.
Very
hear me?
nice. Yes, we can hear you. Oh, very nice. Sister Naomi.
Hello, can you
Can
hear
you
me?
Hello.
hear?
Yes,
We can hear
we
you.
can hear you.
We can hear you. You're just frozen, but we can hear you.
Yeah.
We can't hear you no more. Um, Sister Naomi, how can how can someone in the diaspora connect with you to assist you with your projects? Do you have email,
So,
website?
so I'm on Patreon. So I've got a Patreon
Okay.
account, which
Oh,
is
you have a channel.
yes, I've got the Patreon, which is the Black Travelista, and I've got the YouTube channel, which is also the Black Travelista. And at the moment, I've got my
Okay.
the GoFundMe, which is running as well to help fund the repatriation village.
Okay.
Okay. You have Facebook?
I've got Instagram
Do
and
you
I've
have?
got Facebook.
Okay.
So
I'll
yeah,
find
my
you on Facebook and I'll
Facebook's
share you.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll share on Facebook. I'm on Instagram too.
Yeah.
So I'll
Sorry.
share.
My network for some reason I'm having
That's
problems.
okay, David. It's all
So as I
right.
was saying before I
It's
went
all
off,
right.
as with this
Yeah.
project that we are going to be part of it, it's not going to it's not going to cost you a fortune. So if you are in Ghana, it is $67, and if you are in outside Ghana, if you're on the continent, it's going to cost about $67 to be part of this. And what you'll be doing is, if you're outside Ghana, like if you're in America, Canada, UK, it's going to cost you $70 to be a part of this. Now,
Mm,
with actually, people can come together up to over 20.
mm.
Um,
Yeah.
Adding it back.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, Sister Naomi.
oh, he's back.
Oh, he's back. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, you can hear
David,
me,
can you
right?
hear us? Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so also
Hello.
saying, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So once we're waiting for David to clear his connection, Sister Naomi, I would like to say a huge thank you. I really enjoy your show,
can you
guys.
hear
You
me?
should go to her channel and support her. You should
Thank
go
you.
to her channel and support her. She's doing an amazing job. I actually enjoyed your video about why you chose Ghana, and it was it was amazing. So everybody go look for the Black Travelista on YouTube, subscribe and support her. She's been amazing. Thank you so much, Sister Naomi, for joining us.
Thank
We really
you.
appreciate you. And so the coast is clear if you want to go.
Yeah,
But do you have any last words for us?
no,
Oh my
just
goodness. The coast is
thank
clear.
you and just support me on the journey, helping our people get back to Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've got to say. It's like what time
Okay.
is it now? It's 12:20 a.m. in the UK, so it's bedtime.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
Olori, you can definitely follow Naomi by searching Black Travelista on YouTube. Okay, let me put it up again. Black
I don't have a
Travelista.
channel.
Yeah. And David's
No
channel. You can
channel.
also find David on David's channel, right?
Yes, David's
David.
channel.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yes. Hi, Rosette. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm posting the link in the chat so you can call in. Yes, all right.
Thank you,
So
Naomi. I love your dress.
Thank you.
yes, you look
Where did you
fabulous, and
purchase
the
it
hair.
from so I can buy one?
Grassfield. It's a black owned
The
company.
grass field?
Yeah, it's owned
Oh,
by Cameroonian Nigerian girls.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
I seen that in my feed on Facebook, but it never comes back.
Yeah,
Oh my.
Grassfield. I've got a
Oh,
website, so you just type it into Google, it comes up.
Oh yes.
well, so Rosette is business guru, someone with a very vast experience in business, and she's our next guest. So don't go yet. Oh, that is the beautiful Rosette.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, Gloria and Tony. That is the beautiful Rosette. She is CEO. She's entrepreneur. She is a business guru. She owns Taj African magazine. In fact, I would have to let her introduce herself because I do not want to sort of not introduce her well. So welcome, Rosette, and can you thank you.
Yes, I can
She
hear
said,
you.
"Can
Can
you
you hear me?
introduce
Hello, can you
yourself?"
hear? Can you hear me, Rosette?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
Welcome to the
Okay.
show, ma'am.
Thank you so much. My name is Rosette
And,
Aliu. I'm a publisher, West
okay.
African Regional Magazine.
Oh,
Hello.
Wow. Yes, we can hear
nice.
you. We can hear you,
Okay,
sis.
West African Regional Magazine has that since 2006. And
Wow.
the main purpose of that publication was to promote development in West Africa. And
Yes.
this year we'll be launching the African Regional Journal because I think the African Regional Journal came about the year of return last year in Ghana, and we're thinking what can we do to connect African countries with those in the diaspora. At the same
Mm-hmm.
time, we're thinking Africa has to do more business with one another, and then we incorporate our brothers and sisters in the diaspora as well. So we introduced TAJ. That's TAJ stands for the African
Wow.
Regional Journal. So TAJ Forum and Trade Fair. So with the forum, we're able to
Okay.
tackle issues affecting the continent. And with the fair, we're able to connect African businesses. And most recently, we'll be introducing an e-website called www.madeinafrica-more.com, because we are also hoping to connect African products within and abroad. So that is what we
Wow.
do. I'm so happy to be with
Wow.
you. I'm happy to be with you guys this night. And what a wonderful initiative and a great thing you're doing. And definitely, anyhow we can support, we are here to support you as well. I see this going
Thank
far,
you.
very, very far, and I see it as a gateway, like to bridge the gaps amongst Africans in the diaspora and those within the continent in business in various means. I think that is beautiful.
Thank
This is what
you.
our continent needs. So well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I think, our channel is really a collective effort. It's about what we are all doing as individuals. And I'm
Yes,
I'm I'm especially excited because I've been on your platform for a while and I know how you are creating opportunities for people, you're bringing businesses together. And so
yes,
it's an amazing opportunity for me to have you here. So can you
yes.
tell us about the business opportunities that exist on the continent that our brothers and sisters in the diaspora can take advantage of?
I think there's vast, and that the time we find ourselves is equally a difficult time. And I think for investments, I will be looking at the real estate sector because accommodation remains an issue here in Africa, and we have land now. We need resources to put up affordable accommodation for people, including those coming from outside to join. So I feel real estate is an area I'm going to point a finger at.
Mm-hmm.
Agriculture is also a very good area because we're looking at feeding our people, and there's always a need somewhere that is still unmet. There are various opportunities you can tap in. I know a lady that is in the palm oil business and she's looking for an investor. I know somebody equally selling a salt factory. So there are various sectors in agriculture that I think our people can, from the diaspora, can dive in, bring more innovation, bring more of what they also used to back home, and add to our traditional way of doing things to excel that area. So agriculture is very big when it comes to the continent of Africa, and I believe it can create jobs as well for people. So those are the two areas I'm looking at. and come and support made in Africa products, support SMEs. There are so many creative people out there coming up with products, and they just need support. Like that's how I and Lily we connected from the
Yeah.
beginning, because we're looking at
Yeah.
rice and other things that we can put out there in the market. So after you're done with the agricultural aspects, the finished products, they need support. We need investors to come in and tap in various areas. I think that would be great as well.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Do you mind connecting
can you
that?
please elaborate a little bit
So
on?
yes,
Oh, sorry. Please go ahead.
just go on. Okay, so when you say elaborate, I think technology is also another area that we can also look at in Africa, because you can imagine that some of the raw materials they even use in producing the phones, they're coming in from Africa. There are so many sectors we can also look at. Tires, making of tires, manufacturing sector, I would say both food, drinks, certain things we need for our day-to-day movement, those spare parts and stuff. I think that is also an area we can also improve on, and I think they can come in and look at those sector. I mean,
Okay.
gold and
So,
minerals, those things are there as well. People are looking for investors so that they can get a mine going. They have the land, they don't have the money or the resources. So there are so many potentials in various areas.
okay. Thank you so much for that. David, do you have any question for Rosette? David, can you hear me? Hello, David. Come in. Okay, let's continue. When David comes in, then he will also come in. Rosette, please, I wanted you to throw a little bit
David
of
has
light.
frozen a bit, I think.
Yes, I think it's network issues. Can you throw a little bit of light on planting for food and jobs, an initiative by the Ghana government, and what do you think? Is this something that our brothers and sisters in the diaspora can partner with local, business owners in it? Is there anything for them to take advantage of?
You're talking about something the government has introduced?
Yeah, planting for
I
food
didn't
and
get
jobs.
you.
Planting for food and jobs. Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I haven't dived into that, but I think it also relates to agriculture. Agriculture is
Yeah.
vast. It's an area that Africa we have land, and we also have demand not only from within Ghana. You're looking at other parts of the continent, and they need certain things from us. So I feel agriculture is an area they should be looking at. Real estate is an area they could equally bring technology, because the world is advancing, and I think Africa should advance with the world. They can equally look at raw materials that are needed, in, let's say, investing
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the areas that we know we already have, but we just need investors to come in so
Yeah.
that we can build on them. Do you understand?
Yes.
Like the real
Yes.
estates, like I said, that is necessary. We have tires. We have to import tires from outside. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Everything is in. It's just steaming. So I think, yeah,
okay. So, business.
I think those are the areas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
startup capital, starting a business, startup capital, business capital. I find that when I took a
Yes,
business loan,
there's
I had to pay 60%
yeah.
per annum.
Mm-hmm.
That is the
Okay.
blow that we felt. So, how does small businesses survive
It's a problem.
60% per annum? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's a huge problem. So,
It is.
some of
It
us,
is. It is very, very. It is a big problem. It is a big problem, because even we have angel networks here. That's I forgot the name. They have this angel network. About two of them, I know one, and even they have taken enough for a lot of people. And in their way of dealing, they come into partnership with you, and they help you see the business through, and you share profits, which is very good. But they cannot
wow.
contain everybody. You understand? So there's room
Yeah.
for people like that to come in. Either you invest in the angel network, or you come and do something similar like that. I think that will help a lot of small businesses to grow. There are so many potential under the Taj Forum and Trade Fair. We see creativity to the massive. We have people making.
Wow.
We have people making shoes. We have people making bags. We have people doing so many things, but they don't have the resources, to produce in large quantity to even export and take out of the country. So, as an investor coming in there, I think it will be great. It will take African products beyond the continent.
Yes, yes.
So we need
Sister Tony,
investors to come in.
welcome.
Hi.
Yes, welcome,
The
welcome.
connection is good.
Yes. Do you have any
Yes.
questions for Sister Rosette? So let me give a bit background to her so you know. Sister Rosette is a business guru. She's she's a publisher of the Africa Trade the Taj magazine. So
The West
she
African Regional Magazine. Yeah.
Yes, West African
Nice.
Regional Magazine. She hosts a lot of trade shows and exhibitions. I think she has an exhibition coming on in Dubai, I guess. Dubai Africa Trade.
Actually, we'll be doing everything in Ghana now because of this whole coronavirus thing. We need to be careful.
Yeah, yeah. So she's there. So I don't know if you have any valuable questions that will help our brothers and sisters better understand the business scope in Ghana.
To help them understand the business in Ghana. Well, I was going to ask her if she had an online site that she's featuring her products.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a WhatsApp platform called the Taj Forum and Trade Fair. I think she can connect you, or you can connect with me later. I add you, and you can be able to see all the products we have for show out there.
Awesome. What's some of the products that you do have?
Well, there's some people are making shoes. Some of them are making bags. So many things. Everything African, you find it in there. Even now, sanitizers are being manufactured here. It's a big market. I think the president gave a lot of manufacturing individuals the opportunity to come in and do sanitizers. So we have around 335 companies producing sanitizers in the country, over 45 of them producing masks. So these things have been put out there, and trust me, they are really nice. I have one of the masks here. I'll share. I'm very, very comfortable with it. Sorry.
That is awesome. Seriously, that is awesome, because when you think about she's doing trade shows.
Okay, so these are masks. Yeah.
Nice.
These are masks, and this can go anywhere in the world.
Right.
Anywhere in the world. And it represents
They're very pretty.
Africa.
Anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are manufacturing these. And as a matter of fact, I had an order from Nigeria, and they want some materials from Ghana to make surgical gowns. They want African texture. And they brought the same fabric from China, and they know they were made here. So he's going to send me a sample for us to buy. So there's a lot of markets, in terms of made in Africa products. That's something I really believe. Yes. The shoes, you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at some of the shoes made in Africa.
Wow. You'll be surprised. Very high quality. Very high quality.
Very good quality. Proper leather. All the materials are here. So all they need is
need
support.
those. We need those. Yeah, we need those. We need to connect, because you might find, if we put your information in the description, we may be able to find somebody who can help with exporting. Because a lot of times we have festivals. Yeah, we have festivals here, and we just don't have enough supplies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but people love buying those like baskets, the mask, the fabrics, the dresses already made, all of that. But yeah, the fans, the hats.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's huge. And shea butter.
Yeah. Exactly. All those things are available on our platform.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. They're all available on our platform. Honey. Everything you need.
Wow. Okay.
It's all available.
People are there. So no problem. I think we'll connect with you later and add you to the page. And you just meet as many people as you want there, and then discuss. You just let us
Definitely.
mediate
Thank you,
between
sister.
you and them where it's necessary. So we also check the people that you're working with, because we only want the right thing done.
Right. Okay.
So no problem.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So Rosette, thank you so much. I just want
Yeah.
to ask.
So
I,
um
I,
really, yeah.
yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you too.
You're not done yet.
What did
I
you
just,
say?
yeah, I wanted to ask you.
No, I'm waiting.
Yeah, how about, okay, let's say somebody living in the diaspora who want to be saving money down here on the continent, so that they can kind of like put their savings and then be able to move fine eventually. Is there that opportunity for the person to do that in our banking
Hmm.
system?
Well, I know about a friend that lives in America, and she's building in Ghana, so she sends her money from over there to here in Ghana. So I don't think it's a problem or it's a challenge. Just I think they have their rules there, and you have to just display what you're sending. It's
Mm-hmm.
not. I don't think it's a problem. We are happy to have you invest your money here, but then,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they have their rules as well that you have to comply with before you can
Yeah.
send money here, or else they'll say it's money laundering if it's not well spoken for. But definitely,
Mm.
we want you to come, bring your money here, invest in a house, have a home here in Africa. I think that is the start. And then you look at a potential business that you can be a part of, even when you are not there. You have people running around, or you are also doing something with that business where you are. So while the person you're working with or the person you invested in is handling the local aspect, is something that is also needed where you are. So that way you complement each other and the business continues to grow.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, there are so many ways we
Absolutely.
can do it. We're not expecting everybody to come from the diaspora quickly and come to Africa. We just want you to have a stake, begin
Yeah.
to invest.
Yeah.
A home is always
Mm-hmm.
nice. Even sometimes people buy houses
Mm-hmm.
and they put them out
Mm-hmm.
for rent. I told you about an opportunity to work with Dev Traco.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also close to Rehoboth. These are average homes, beautiful homes that you can buy and put it out for rent since you're based over there, but you've made an investment. And then you can also look at a business of interest that you can equally invest. That way, you are helping the growth of small scale businesses in Africa, if not large. I know a lady
Wow.
right now, a Ghanaian woman. She is doing affordable housing. She's doing housing. All she wants is somebody to buy land. Okay, when you buy the land, she will build on it, and together you sell and split costs. So she has the resources. Now she's looking for investors. And remember the last time, Lily, you and I we talked about beachfront land, like
Yes, we
tourism
did.
locations in Badagry in Nigeria. Those are
Yeah.
going for 3 million naira, which is
Mm-hmm.
around $8,000 a plot for a beachfront
Mm-hmm.
land. Do
Yeah.
you understand?
Yeah.
So an investor comes in and say, okay, we're going to buy some acres of this. We'll partner with this woman, and she is selling her property. Maybe by the time she's done building on the land, it's $50,000 or something. And then you add the cost of the land and whatever you can do, and split the profit. You understand? So
Yeah.
there's so much opportunities. So
That
I
that
say they should come to you with
yeah.
what they're interested in, and then we
Yeah.
would link them up with the right people to do business with. Because
Yes.
let's not be like, oh, it's going to be all milk and honey. You still have to be careful with some of the people
Mm-hmm.
you link up with or connect for business,
Exactly.
because we always have bad nuts everywhere in the world. So you have to be very careful, so you don't feel discouraged. I see a lot of those stories. People go for very cheap things. People, they go in for things that at the end of the day they start having issues in the long run. So I think they have to be careful when coming to invest and make sure they go through the right channels.
The right channels, going through the right channels is very important. Guys, if you're interested to get in touch with Rosette, I can make that happen. If you're new, I'm sure she will share her social media information so that you can contact her. But also, she's a very good friend of mine. I told you I had a factory. I had a manufacturing factory, and a whole lot of things. It got demolished, and the whole factory was brought
Yeah.
down. My staff lost their job, everything, and this lady was very powerful in my life around that time, and I will never forget it. She's an amazing
Thank
person.
you so much. Thank
Yes,
you.
she really fought
What I'm
for.
friends for.
Yeah, she really fought for me at that time, but I think my spirit was so broken. I wasn't in a good place at the time to take on, to carry on. I needed to have some space to breathe and understand what has happened to me. And she was really strong, and she was very convincing in her effort. She kept following up with me, making sure I was okay, making sure I wasn't thinking about anything nasty, with what I had just gone through. So I just want to say she's one of the people that's, is a nurturer. And so definitely if she's going to support you to find someone, I think that she will be very thorough. And this is what it means to support each other in business, in
Exactly.
everything that we decide to do. So she is a very wonderful person, and I think that you can have like peace of mind dealing with someone like that. So I just wanted to announce to you guys, I am actually I'm wholesaling shea butter, original shea butter from the north. I
Mm-hmm.
think before we finish the show, I'm going to make myself last. Before we finish the show, I'm going to actually bring a sample for you guys to see. Very good quality shea butter. That is something I can start handling for now until I get back to having my factory again. So if you need, you can
Okay.
definitely just contact me, and I will give it to you at amazing prices that you wouldn't believe is possible, whilst ensuring the quality. So tell us about your other small businesses, Rosette. We want to know. Oh, okay. I'm sure she will call back in. We lost her, but I'm sure she'll call back in. So yes, David, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. We're having some
Oh,
challenges with my network.
yeah,
Hi,
I think
David.
yeah, we're managing the network. So I'm gonna quickly find out if Rosette can come back. If she can't, then just 1 minute. Let me just.
Well, while she's coming in, I don't think David got a chance to finish talking about his business, or did you, David?
Yes.
Yeah, I was almost finished. So what I'm saying is, I know that not all people from the diaspora will be coming with a lot of money. You know, I know some of them will have to send their families down, especially the men, to come first before they stay behind and
Mhm.
work. Before they're able to settle things down. So for the single mothers who are coming, for the young people who may be coming, what I'm offering is actually something that can actually help a lot of people. And my goal is that by the end of this year, I'll get 5,000 people involved in this
Okay.
project, so that from next year they will build on that success. So what I'm saying, if you're in Ghana, it's $67. You can be part of this, and if you are in the States, if you're in Canada, UK, America, with $70, you can be part of this. And what that is going to get you is just a product of just one product. You don't need too many products. That kind of network marketing is done. That was in the olden days. Things have changed now. There are new systems in place now that has eliminated a lot of struggles that people used to go through. Because I know most people have a lot of misconceptions about this industry, but I can assure you that a lot of things has changed. And with this system you are using, you get to receive up to 6 months of free period where something that didn't exist years ago. Okay, so the entire network marketing industry has changed. And this product, I have a box. Excuse me, this is something that I've used. This is the product to be using called SCC30. This is the first ever plant-based oral stem cell product in the world right now. People are paying up to $50,000 to get stem cell transplantation or transplant. Those with bone marrow transplant. But with this, everybody, even if you're not, this is a product that even if we are not using the system of network marketing, this is a product that people will still buy because
Okay.
people, this is 100% organic and has no side effects. It is a curative, any outage you can think of. This goes in this actually enables your body to naturally produce its own stem cells. So this is a product. So all you need is just one of these, and you are in. That's what this project is all about. Anyone who wants to be part of it, all that the 5,000 people or any number of people are going to get, all you are doing is just get one of these products, and you are in. And you can also have the opportunity to also partner with up to 20 people can come together and go for the bigger pack. Okay, can go as high up to $1,265, but you have the opportunity to partner with other people to come together and get the bigger pack of $1,265. So if you can do it, these are the options I am giving to those who are coming. And as I said, this is something you can start over there in the diaspora. And once you are coming, you can also come and also continue on the continent as well. Or even when you can start there and still start talking to people about this over here. So
Hey,
what
David,
we want
do you
this
have
year to be, we want to build a base.
Uh-huh. No, I was just going to
Okay,
ask
so we
you
want
if
to
you
build
had
a
a
base
link
this
to
year.
your back office so that people can contact you if they wanted to get started in the business.
Okay, well, I have a website. I think I've already given my Facebook. Where I want people to have direct contact with me. That's I'm
Gotcha.
showing my face, because
Mm-hmm.
I want people to deal with me directly. That this is my face. This is who they are dealing with. Okay, so I think I prefer a one-on-one approach than giving you a website for you to just go and see. I just want you to deal with me directly. Ask me your questions that you may have because I believe that this is something that can really help a lot of people, especially those here on the continent and those who are coming. And this will actually be beginning of creating generational health. This was something that just doing just for a short period of time. Like I said, this is just the beginning. It's going to run to 2025. And anyone who is seriously wants to build a full-time income can actually do so. And it's not going to cost you a fortune to do it. It's with $70, if I'm in the diaspora, $70. If you're already on the continent in Ghana, it is $67. So it's just $3 difference depending on where you are. And you can come together with up to 20 people to partner on this particular project. And I'm giving it up to 6 months for you to build this business without you being under any financial pressure whatsoever. And not need any work permit or business permit to be part of this project. So that's the good thing. You can get off the plane tomorrow. If the lockdown is lifted, you can get off the plane. The moment you land, you can do this business and still get paid as well. So I wish I can go into details, but I'll leave that for the other time. Like I said, it's going to be 3 months of activities, mostly conference call, presentations, and registrations. So we're just looking for people who are ready to start doing something now. You don't have to wait till the lockdown is over. You can actually start something right now, and with $72 with one product, you can start something that can help you build up your time income. I give it up to 6 months free period, which is the same. Okay, so the reason why I'm passionate about this is that just about 2 weeks ago, we had one guy from Uganda who has already made $1 million from this business so far. And I've met so many people from lecturers to pharmacists to everyday ordinary Ghanaians who saw this opportunity and they're making good use of it. And I think with this system, it's flexible for the average person, to actually build something. So I believe this is something that can really help a lot of people from the diaspora, and also those of us here at home, and actually help create more millionaires among us. So me, I am for creating millionaires.
Okay. I want to. Okay. I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, so um, what are the opportunities to for local Ghanaians? What are the opportunities that will, how do you call it, will allow local Ghanaians also take advantage of the opportunities the diaspora presents, because the diaspora also has a lot of value to bring to the continent. So it's not just about they looking for opportunities, it's also about how Ghanaians can prepare themselves to meet the opportunities.
That's coming from the diaspora.
Yeah, so how can Ghanaians situate themselves? In what ways can Ghanaians situate themselves to also take advantage of what opportunities the diaspora presents?
I think the best thing they can do is as for them to actually. I think it depends mostly on what they want to do. That will determine what they should. What it depends on what they're looking for, and who they would like to partner with and work with. At the end of the day, so I think they should prepare. They should have a plan together. They should be ready for people from the
Okay.
diaspora. I think that's
Okay.
when preparation will only meet opportunity. If opportunity comes and unprepared, you can't make good use of it. So I
Yeah.
think they should prepare and look forward to any other thing that our brothers and sisters in the diaspora will also have to bring on the table.
Okay. So thank you so much. I just want to introduce my share butter. They come in this for wholesale, comes in this
Oh,
quantity, and this is original pure Ghanaian shea butter. Very pure,
wow!
beautiful, gorgeous.
Look,
You see.
look, looking at this makes me feel like a baby.
So it comes in this for wholesale, okay, and then for
Yeah,
retail too, I have the 1 kg size for retail, but this is 5 kilos. When it comes, it's full and it's heavy and it's 5 kilos, and the price is amazing. It's very affordable. So if you are in cosmetic business, you know my number. With everyone
yeah.
saying I need some, Alberta, my darling cousin. Hey, shouts to you and your family, Alberta, all the way in Oxford. I trust you guys are doing great. Nana Ofe, shouts to you. Please let me just take a few comments from our viewers, and I'll get back to you. Hi, Salam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For all those saying
Someone is
you need
late.
a share butter, please, yeah, someone is late. Salam, did you hear that? So all those saying they need a share butter,
I know
please,
he's
you have
busy.
my contact. Please let me know. If you do not have my contact, I just put the link to my WhatsApp chat here. Let me show you. Just click and join my WhatsApp chat, and then give me your order. And I'm definitely I'm trying to find my WhatsApp chat and bring it up so you guys can contact me for all your share butter needs. Okay, it will come untouched, solid, and strong and pure. Okay, so David,
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Selam to call in. So Selam, if you can call in and tell us about your business. So if you need share butter, you can call me and I will deliver. I think DHL is still working, right?
Oh yeah,
And
DHL work. I recently
yeah,
sent some products to
yeah,
someone
and I
in
think sure,
America.
sure. And I think Ghana Post is also working. So don't worry. I will do my best to find you the most
And FedEx too.
yeah,
FedEx too work.
yeah. FedEx is also working. So I'll find you the most affordable means of shipping the share butter to you wherever you are, you have my contact. Please get in touch.
And I
With
think it also depends on the weight of your products too. So
yeah, sure. So if you're taking 5 kilos, if you're taking 10 kilos, if you're taking whatever you're taking, I can definitely ship it to you. Sure, Sister Alberta. I'm definitely gonna talk to you after the show, and we're going to talk about it. Okay, so
yeah, it's very good for
I
the
will.
hair if you melt it into oil.
Yeah, yes, it's very
It's very
very
good for
good.
the hair.
Yeah. So yeah. So uh yes, a big tab. Okay. So I have my first order on the show, guys. This is fire. Of course, it's Alberta. I'm definitely working on your 20 kilos for you, and um,
Mhm.
we're gonna send it over to you. So I'm here. We'll talk right after the show, and I'll arrange that for you next within the coming week. Yeah, because the posting offices are closed by now, so I'll do that. I'll send it. I'll send it over. And Mrs. Boama says lots of farms need additional investors. Yes, there is a lot of farming opportunities, and I was trying to ask Rosette about it. But David, farming opportunities.
So I actually have lots of things in place. I have plans for chocolate manufacturing. I have plans for farming. I have plans for sports, starting a sports company. I have plans for an entertainment company, like a movie production company. So there are lots of things in place, but mostly farming. And I'm actually very interested in manufacturing, especially farm produce.
Yeah,
We have to help our president, dream of, building Ghana beyond aid.
yeah.
And the ways we can do it is to look at some of these things. So
Ghana
yeah,
Beyond Aid is
yeah.
essential.
And do you
Oh,
know that about
sorry.
40%, sorry, you know that about 40% of farm produce in Ghana gets spoiled in the farm. That's why you see the
Yes.
government pushing most of this one dress one factory in the rural area, so that most of these things that the 60% that we consume in the cities, the 40% can be transferred to these factories, and then value will be added to it. We need more factories, but unfortunately, some of these things are capital intensive, but and that's why it hinders the ordinary person from doing some of these
Being
things.
able to take advantage of it.
Yeah,
But Mrs. Boma is saying I can help with that. Mrs. Boma, I definitely want to talk to you. I think we are connected on WhatsApp, aren't we? I definitely want to talk to you because I definitely know people. I definitely know people who are actually I definitely know people who are interested in farming opportunities. So um if you can get in touch, I'll definitely put you and those people in touch, and I can also put you in touch with Rosette as well. Okay,
yeah,
so yeah, and I'm sure you can also get in touch with David because David has amazing ideas, and Selom have farming lands. Okay, Selom, you
mhm.
have to call in. You have to find a way to call in. Because you have farming lands and we're talking about farming. So you have to have a way of calling in. So you can tell us what you have, Salom. Okay, so David, please go ahead. We're listening to you.
Yeah. So as I was saying, there are a lot of opportunities. Recent, I think, was it last year? I was listening to one guy in Nigeria, and he had an
Yeah.
opportunity to operate a factory which was a bit faulty. And what they do is that they're using cassava to produce glue that is used in the manufacturing of mobile phones, laptops, and all that stuff like that. And he needed $50,000 to get the factory operational. And that was the other thing. There was no problem with cassava, and even we can provide and produce ethanol,
Yeah.
the fuel from cassava. You know, and
Yes.
Ghana where we are just eating fufu and gari and all this banchampesi with all the cassava. So I think there's a huge market. People are even creating beer from cassava.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
So it is not only the opportunity does not even exist only in the cultivation of this farm produce or this food, but even in the processing, the adding value of it to comes to huge markets. You can actually turn a lot of this produce into what the world needs right now.
Yeah. Okay. So Tony is saying, where is the sister located who does the trade shows? Oh, she's in Ghana. She lives in Ghana. So
Yeah.
definitely. But after the show, if you want, I can definitely put you in touch with her after the show. So please don't hesitate to contact me, and I'll definitely put you in touch with her, and also get you added to her platform as well. Yeah. So hey, it's been an amazing ride, David, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
and yeah, it's 12 a.m. I think.
Yes, 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 yes. So I would like to thank every single person who came online with us. I'm going all the way to the top of the comments, and I'm going to say thank you so much, Enijie. You were one of the very first people who joined us. Sister Kwa, love you so much. Thank you for being an amazing Patreon to our show. Judy Jones, thank you so much, Judy, for coming on and helping. As I go along, I might also read very interesting comments from some of our. I can't read everything, but I'll try to read interesting ones from our, participants. So, Skin Deep was here. We are so grateful. Um, then the Black Travelista. Oh, sis, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for adding your voice to the show. I really do appreciate it. We have King Kenyatta. King Kenyatta, thank you so much. I'm actually going to share our PayPal account. So our PayPal is, I'm sharing our PayPal. Our PayPal. Hold on a minute. I want to share PayPal with you. If you want to support this show, fam, please support us. Keep this show going and help us keep helping ourselves, because we're not getting paid by YouTube. We're not getting paid for this. Everyone participating in this show is participating out of their own pocket and coming here out of their own data, and the show is not buying anything for anybody. They're all doing this out of the love for our people. So we would definitely appreciate it if you find this show very useful and you want to support us. We would appreciate it. I'm trying to find our PayPal for you. Yeah, so just one moment. I'll type the PayPal address, and you can support us with as much as you can, and it will help a long way to take the show very far. At least it will support us with data. So just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I have it here. Yes, so okay, I think I got it right. At gmail.com. Yes, fam. So this is our PayPal. Let me just show it. This is our PayPal, fam. So this is our PayPal link. If you want to support us, please send whatever you can get to PayPal, and we would be very, very, very grateful and acknowledge your contribution. Thank you so much, guys. Last words. Last words.
Okay, so it's almost 2 a.m. here, but I have to just.
Yes.
But before I go, I want to say that anyone who wants to, I can't say all the details here right now, but all I'm saying is come join us and let's work together, and we can achieve a lot in 90 days. That's all I'm saying. We can do a lot. If we're willing to work hard and be consistent, we can achieve a lot within. By the time this year goes to an end, a lot can be achieved, and we can actually help a lot of people. Doing that. So I'm looking forward to. So right now, this month, July and August is a pre-launch. So even if you are listening, don't have the $70, you have 2 months to look for that $70. 2 months.
Yeah.
You can register in this launch at the beginning, which is August, September, October. September, October, and November. And then on the first Saturday of December, we will bring everything to an end for this year with a big event. I'm hoping that by that time it could be either online or in person. Then from during that big event or that closing event, we'll announce the next project for 2021.
Yes.
Including the same thing. So looking forward to anyone who will know. With $70, you can be part of it, and $67 if I gather. You are in. You don't have to go through so embarrassing. Just plug into the system and let's keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm definitely joining your team, David.
I'm looking forward.
Yes, I am. And so, guys, thank you so much. David, thank you so much for coming out. Also like to thank Iman for the amazing work you have done for this, show. You're definitely an awesome channel manager. We're still working on it. We're still working at getting things done right. It's unfortunate all the local businesses we lined up, most of them didn't show up here. So but we believe that you've enjoyed the little time that we came to talk to you. We believe you've enjoyed it. And in our next show, that is in 2 weeks, we're having another trade show in 2 weeks, fam, in 2 weeks. And in the next show, we're going to kind of like get everybody online in line. We're going to train everybody to be able to get onto YouTube and actually come and speak to our community. So we will talk about it. We'll just keep introducing new businesses, new experiences, to give that opportunity for the diaspora to kind of like enjoy and expand in our thoughts when it comes to business. And also to welcome the diaspora to bring their skills. So there will also be a business meeting where the diaspora will come to talk to us as Africa, for us to also be able to see how we can contact them and probably propose business ideas or share business ideas or skills or all of that. So it's just two-sided, two-way thing. So guys, you can find David on David's channel on YouTube. And he is a very soft-spoken person, but he speaks a lot of wisdom in his videos. So you can check him out and support a brother. You can also support our channel on PayPal at missdejoya@gmail.com, or you can also support us at www.patreon.com/The Woke Africa Show. And you can pledge to support the channel. Thank you so much, and God bless you for coming. May the ancestors bless and increase your business, whatever you do, may they rain blessings onto you. May they bless your womb. May they fertilize your soil and your ground so you can flourish and prosper, guys. So before I leave you, I say Ubuntu means I am because you are. And then it says Tuko Pamoja. We are together. Together we can. So thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. I would also like to thank Gloria a lot, my co-host. Gloria, you were amazing. Though this was your first time, You blew it, like, you know, you were like through the roof, you know, super, super, super. You held the fort whilst I was always trying to get in touch with people in the background. You held the fort. Naomi, thank you so much. You were super, super amazing. You are a very intelligent young woman and you have big dreams. So thank you so much. We really do appreciate you so much for everything. I would like to thank, am I leaving anybody out? Yes, I'd like to thank Sister Ya. Sister Ya, thank you. Thank you. You are amazing. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. So you can check the Travelistas channel out. That is Naomi's channel. Sister Ya, thank you so much. We really do appreciate the well of wisdom you shared with us. And I'll still live with you. You can always support us on Patreon. That is our Patreon account. And I think that we'll call it a night for today. And thank you so much for joining us, David. When are we having live on your channel though, David?
Very soon.
We are ready. We're waiting. Okay. You have been such an awesome support for this channel. So we also would love to support your channel. So thank you. Oh, those watching from the UK, Alberta, hey, greetings to all your family. Greetings to Iman, your family, everybody. Olori, President. Thank you so much for joining us and watching and staying till the very end. Nana Ofe, Charlie, you guys, Nana Ofe, you're amazing. You are a brother. You are a woke, conscious brother, and I love you for that. So thank you so much, guys. And before we meet again, until we meet again, have a good one. David, bye.
Bye.